Okay, Andrew. One other thing that we didn't do before is we want this player to, when this one song is finished, to skip to the next song and play through all the tracks, just like a real player would do. And I figured out how to do it. I'm going to open up the dictionary here and show you what I looked at. First, I typed in player into the dictionary, and I went to the player object. You can, how do you say this? Alphabetize the types. You have objects, you have properties, you have messages, you have commands and keywords. But we're looking at the object player, and that's what we're using. That's what we're setting the file name of. That's what we're saying player music. It's a player. Now, it tells you what a player is, and it's available for Macintosh, it's available for Windows and Linux, desktop or server. But it's not available for mobile devices. But it doesn't matter. This is a desktop thing we're doing. If you go down to the bottom here, it's going to tell you all the properties that it can accept. If you scroll down, we want messages. Okay, so you can set all these properties like the text font, the text size. Of course, ours is invisible. We don't want to see it. It's in the background, so we're not going to set any properties of it. But messages are sent to Livecode when the music player does something. And what we want is when it stops playing. So I went down here, right here, play stopped. All right, so I clicked there. And this is a message sent to a player when it stops playing. Whenever the player stops playing, it gets a play stopped message. So what that means is I can use code kind of like this right here and put it into my stack. Now, obviously the player is invisible, and I can put that play stopped message right inside of the player itself, but I don't want to do that because later on when I come back, I'm going to say, where is that code at? I don't even see the player here. It'd be confusing. So I'm going to not put it there. But if it sends it to the player and it can't find that message, it's going to go to the card that it's on, and then it's going to go, or the group it's in, if there's no group, go to the card. If there's no play stopped message on the card, it's going to go to the stack. If there's not one on the stack, it just lets it go. So I'm going to put it at the base level, right on the stack. And I have this function here called play stopped. And all I'm going to do is send mouse up to button skip forward. And we know what that does already. It skips to the next line and starts playing. If you get to the end down here, it's going to go back to the... So it's basically automatically on repeat. So it's just going to keep on playing through this list of songs over and over again until you say stop. All right, so let's go ahead and tell you what we'll do to mimic this just to see it. My project browser, here's the music player. I'm going to make it visible for a minute. There it is. And I made it wider so I can adjust the place where it is. So I'm going to start on the first song, bring it all the way to the end so it's about to end. Okay, there's the end of the song. It's going to stop playing right there, and it went on to the next song. It's exactly what we wanted to do. Now if we stop it, it works just like we ever wanted it to. Alright, so there's our music player. Hopefully that will make sense. So it should play through all those songs and then repeat on through them. I want this to be not visible. Good. Save. Alright, hopefully that gets you going on making the music player.